first 20 years of your life. Then you went on to become a photographer, and now, of course, an actor who we all know very well. But given the fact that you've been in this city for so long and have your roots here, is there something that you would define as a quintessential Mumbai or Bombay style? And how is that distinct from any of the other cities that you've traveled to?
Honestly, I think the Mumbaikar could do a lot better with a little more style, and that doesn't mean you have to wear the most expensive clothes from across the globe. And I don't mean to eat it, but it's got to do with your profession. It's got to do with the weather conditions, and most importantly, it's got to do with what you can afford. But having said that, I started my career, the first thing I wore, which was a fashion statement, was a bow tie. And I thought it was very, very smart. But the reason why I wore a bow tie for 2 years is because I was a wine waiter at the Taj Mahal Hotel. So, well, that had to do with my profession. That's the only thing I could afford, the little clip-on bow tie that little schoolboys wear, and a black pant and a white shirt. And I used to be extremely proud of wearing that bow tie, because it gave me a sense of who I was and that I had achieved something, even when I was a waiter. So it doesn't matter what you do in this world as a profession, as long as you're proud of it, and as long as you wear it on your sleeve and on your heart, it shouldn't matter. To me, I grew up in Bombay, and I've never really been aware of what a Bombay style is. Honestly, and I keep saying, we could dress up much better if only we stopped wearing long sleeves in the heat. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. I really don't know. It would be like I shouldn't be talking right now. I'm wearing a blooming suit in Bombay. But on the streets, when people are working in certain conditions, it is not a problem, especially on a Sunday, if you wear shorts and a T-shirt. But we don't know, and we don't have the guts to do that. Even if you're a middle-class person or even a lower middle-class person, it's fine to be comfortable. And I don't think we're able to and ready to embrace it as a people. We're not. It's uncool to be cool in many ways. So what can I say? Okay.
One final question. Tell us something about potato chips that we don't know.
Well, after I became a waiter for 2 years, collecting tips, and I was doing pretty well for myself, my mom ran a little wafer shop. So we used to cut potatoes, slice them, wash them, fry them, and we had a little shop, and this stage would be 3 times the size of that shop. And I used to stand on the counter with those Libra scales. Sometimes I used to fry the chips myself on a big bhatti, with a big fish net, and toss them in the air so the customers could see it was exposed to the public in Grant Road. And then I used to come on this side with a nice sweaty Parsi sadra, so all the Parsi girls could come and have a look at whatever there was to be seen. And I used to, and that's where I met my wife, wearing a Parsi vest, frying wafers and weighing it on a weighing scale and doing the Tom Cruise cocktail thing. I used to toss the wafers in the air, shove them in, slap it onto the vegetable vendor, and just throw that little, take out that one chip or add that one chip, and it'd be exactly the mark. And I would be so very proud of myself that I was a human scale, and that was my Tom Cruise mojo thing. I felt very proud of myself, and then a little wink that went with it. So